Are you thinking of buying a property in Singapore but feeling overwhelmed by the many factors to consider? You are not alone. Many property buyers face the same dilemma, especially in a competitive and regulated market here. In this video, we will share with you some of the common challenges that property buyers encounter and how you can overcome them by applying our safe property analysis before you take the leap. Hi everyone, I'm Kelly from Live a Home. As a buyer, is this a usual sequence you would do when you're looking and offering for a unit? First, you will check out Property Guru or 99Co. Then, after viewing, you will check on their recent transaction trends and make an offer accordingly. What if I told you this method is totally inaccurate and impulsive? Let me share a recent case study with a client of mine who has been house hunting for the last 6 months. Personally, she had viewed more than 30 houses in District 14 and 15, but to no avail. Finally, she saw a unit in Ocean Park that she really liked. She did the exact same thing as you did and offered for the unit, only to be rejected from sellers. She was later counter-offered 4.1 million, which will be 2,000 per square feet range above. However, a part of her feels that the price she's entering is at a high, and she is unsure if this is the right move. She contacted me and asked if this is a good property to buy if she intends to sell off within 5 years down the road. Here's what we guided her to do and think about. First, she goes into the Square Foot website to search for details of the property such as TOP year and number of units. From here, you can notice that the TOP date is 1984, which means that this property is 39 years old already. Despite being freehold, it is expected that the structural wear and tear is of a reasonable concern, as this may result in hefty renovation or an increase in maintenance fees at some point of time. If this happens, the resale demand will vastly reduce. Next, we guided her to do a market research to see how the competitors around are performing. It seems that there are not many projects selling at 2,000 per square feet and above. In fact, by going into the free valuation report generated from EdgeProp, it showed that the unit is likely to be valued at 3.5 million with supporting transactions within the past 6 months. To ensure more clarity, we found out that there are a total of 119 projects within 1.5 km around Ocean Park that consists of 3 and 4 bedders, out of which 45 of them are freehold and 5 of them are similar in the scale of the development. All of them are younger than Ocean Park, and the development that has the highest transaction record is St. Patrick's, which is a 2016 project. The rest are also transacting at an average of 1,008 per square feet. Other future competitors would be Amber Park and Continuum, where they are also freehold with newer condo facilities and within 10 minutes to MRT. With a 4 million budget, 3 to 4 bedder options are readily available. Although smaller in size, they are attracting more buyers who are looking for a longer term stay, as it makes better financial sense. This will eventually set the price gap further away from older properties due to a good balance between space and exit strategy in future. Finally, we go into the most important part of the analysis: interest lost during the holding period. Is it recoverable? Being a 39 years old property, the risk factor for this could be detrimental. Imagine you buying it at 4 million with a 3 million loan. We're expecting a monthly installment of 15,000 with 8,000 being paid out to installments. If you were to hold the property for 5 years, the total interest paid out will be 490,000. This raises a big question if it makes sense to incur this 8,000, as there may be no chance to recuperate this loss. Also, you will want to think about the depreciation value, since we know that when demand for aging properties reduces, prices will also need to come down to move the property. Let's average 100,000 a year by then, which will be 500,000. The key question to ask ourselves is, are we okay to sell it at such a potential loss? In this context, the risk far outweighs the pros. How do you even exit an aging freehold property when the demand for it will be drastically reduced, especially when Singapore's turnover for real estate is so high? Next will be the pain of depreciating property value. Even if for any reason you would like to exit, say at a loss, your age would have restrictions in moving to the next property, since loanability will be reduced as well. Eventually, my client did not proceed, and we are now looking into newer options. I wish to highlight that selecting a property is not an easy feat. There are many considerations to think about, such as safe financing options now and future, detailed market research and not based on feeling, as well as reliable sources on market outlook for coming years ahead. What I wish to achieve for you is to ensure we cover all areas before finalizing on this property move. If you are in a similar situation as my client, feel free to reach out to me for a free property analysis. See you in my next episode of Property Talk lah.